Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Kickoff fielded inside the 20, and they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Stanford's will get the first crack on offense today. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kurt. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Makes a quick catch. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Iomanoa. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
You know, a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. He shreds the tackle. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. The offense now looking at a third and short when they're only 40, trying to keep this drive going. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Now, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Moss. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So Fresno State's offense comes out for their first possession today. And here we go, Kirk. This matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Jet sweep, receiver trying to find some room. Oh, this spin move, and he's got some space here. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Here's the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Dropping back, it's Keene. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he pulls in the catch. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Now they get set to kick it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Off the play fake on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Egregious roughing the passer call. Automatic first down. Let's hope the quarterback is okay. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Here comes the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
To throw, it's Daniels. Quick throw, testing the middle. And they've got him.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down here for this offense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Well, Kirk, Fresno State has the lead here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the wideout goes in motion. And here's the jet sweep testing the perimeter here. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. Yeah, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. The pass, nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Second down play coming up. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Gonna run it. It's 4. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
On third down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Punt team ready to boot it away. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Fresno State offense is back on the field, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Get some space around the 30. And it works. The first down to the 35.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Here's the throw deep downfield. Caught near the goal line. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. Toss play to the outside. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime and cutting into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. His pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They'll try to run behind the big left tackle. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. With the return, it's Moss. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
Stanford will kick it off to get the second half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Looking to pass. It's Keene. He's going for a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. And they put something together in this drive. On first down, it's play action. The pocket breaking down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Here's the point after attempt. The extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screen play works. 3 guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a quarterback keeper. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball.
The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Running it back, it's Moss. Returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Now they're running on the toss. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the route is on.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll bring in the jumbo formation as they try for the two-point conversion. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the kickoff will be a return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's 4. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Second down, looking to throw it. Bringing this one ends up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Finally brought down at the 45. That's a great return. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Touchdown, Fresno State. And this one is getting ugly. Monster stage, another touchdown. This quarterback and receiver having a game we're never going to forget.
Well, and the defense right now has got to be pulling their hair out, trying to come up with ways to slow him down, whether they play zone or they play man. Nothing is working, and give credit to this quarterback. He just keeps dialing up his guy and keeps coming up with touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Running out of time in the pocket. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the runner takes off to his right. They bring him down right at the 20. They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Back to throw. It's Daniels. And he lofts it toward the sideline. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. The turn begins inside the 10. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. Booker, Fresno State has the lead here. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hoped for. Let's review how we got here. 1 quarter away from crowning a national champion this college football season. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Back to throw. It's Daniels. Pressure is coming. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
And here comes the punter onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. On the return, it's Moss. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set. It's second down. Testing the right side here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The receiver's got it on a jet sweep on third down. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Fresno State. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is...
And the ball to the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Well, already playing with the lead here in the national championship, this defense is opportunistic. Eyes on the football, running to the ball in good team pursuit. When that ball hits the ground, they jump on top of it for a critical turnover.
Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got it. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I'd love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. This has been a monumental mismatch. A beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game.
That'll be a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
They get him down at the 39-yard line after an excellent return. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39.
Here we go.
Looking to throw it on first down. Airing this one out toward the sideline. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception.
Looking to throw it deep. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the beatdown continues. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride.
Man, that defense is attacking the offensive line in their pass protection. Blew them up, came down with a sack, almost got the safety.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. The pass rush closing in. On this winds up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Back to pass. It's Keene. Looking for a deep completion. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. And say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.